All right, let's talk about a role that's absolutely critical in any modern refinery or petrochemical plant, the Operator Training Simulator, or OTS Technician. If that's you, you know that operational excellence isn't just some buzzword, it's everything. Today, we're going to lay out a blueprint, a real strategic path for your career growth.
Okay, so here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll hit your mission, then a typical day in the life. After that, we'll look at the tools you need, how you can climb that career ladder, and we'll wrap up by looking at what the future holds for you.
This phrase really nails it, doesn't it? From system caretaker to a key driver of operational excellence is a huge shift in thinking. You're not just looking after a system anymore. You are becoming absolutely central to making the whole operation safer, smarter, and way more efficient. Okay, let's dive into Section 1, your critical mission. And look, we've got to get one thing straight right away. You're way more than just a system administrator. That old idea? Just toss it out. Your mission is so much more important to a modern plant.
So at the center of your world is the OTS, the Operator Training Simulator. And this isn't just a piece of software, right? It's a strategic tool. Think about it. It lets your team leapfrog that slow, sometimes dangerous, on-the-job learning. Instead, they get to master those really high-stakes scenarios in a place where it's 100% safe to fail.
And your core mission? It's all about maintaining this hyper-realistic virtual plant. Why? So operators can master the things that, thankfully, don't happen every day. We're talking startups, shutdowns, and full-blown emergencies. Look, anyone can manage a smooth-running process. Your job, your critical mission, is to prepare your colleagues for the worst day they could possibly have. So when it happens, they're ready.
So what does that mission actually look like day to day? Well, it's a constant juggling act. You're always balancing proactive planning with reactive, on-the-spot support.
You're basically wearing two hats all day long. On one hand, you're the planner. You're doing the proactive work, system maintenance, building out new scenarios, keeping detailed logs. But you've got to be ready to flip to the firefighter hat at a moment's notice, jumping in to troubleshoot a live session, supporting an instructor, or analyzing performance data right after a training.
What this really means is that you are the guardian of the plant's digital twin. And that's not just a fancy term for an IT system. It's a living, breathing digital copy of the entire facility. You're in this unique spot when you have to understand the process, the control systems, and the operators to keep that digital replica perfectly in tune with reality.
So let's talk about the tools of the trade. What do you actually need in your toolkit? Mastering these competencies is what will take you from being a good technician to an absolutely essential specialist.
First, you've got the foundational skills. These are the bedrock. You have to speak the plant's language. That means hands-on knowledge of DCS and PLC systems, being able to read a P&ID like it's a good book, and having rock-solid IT and troubleshooting skills. These are your table stakes.
But this is what makes you different. This is where you become a true specialist. It's about mastering the art of the simulation itself, understanding dynamic principles, knowing your OTS platform inside and out, and, this is the big one, being able to take what happens out in the real plant and turn it into a powerful, effective training scenario.
I really like this analogy. It just clicks. The OTS platform, the interface and controls, that's the car everyone sees and interacts with. But your real power? That comes from understanding the engine that makes it run.
So why does knowing what's under the hood matter so much? Because it's a total game changer. It means you can fix deep problems in the core model, not just surface glitches on the screen. It means you can build better scenarios because you know exactly what the model can and can't do. And maybe most importantly, you can talk turkey with the process engineers and vendors because you speak their language.
Now, once you've got these skills in your toolkit, where can you go? This isn't just a dead-end job. It's a career ladder you can actively climb. Let's see what that looks like.
You can really see the progression here. In the first few years, you're just mastering the system, right? Becoming the person everyone goes to for help. Then you start to evolve. You become a senior tech, leading projects, designing those really tricky scenarios, and mentoring the next person coming up. And finally, you become the strategist. As an OTS specialist or simulation engineer, you're not just running the models, you're building them, you're managing the entire training program, and you're helping leadership decide what's next.
So finally, let's look down the road. Because the technology isn't standing still. And neither is your role. The OTS Technician of tomorrow is going to be even more crucial to the business.
And honestly, the future of this job is incredibly exciting. Your expertise is going to be front and center as the OTS becomes part of the plant-wide digital twin. You'll probably be working with immersive tech like VR and AR. Your job will shift away from system admin and more towards high-value data analysis, using the simulator to run critical what-if scenarios and test out new control strategies before they ever hit the real plant.
And that really brings us to the ultimate destination for your career. The data that comes out of that simulator is pure gold. Your future is in helping your organization dig into that data. You'll transform from being a system caretaker into a vital part of the plant's entire engineering and data strategy.
So, with this whole blueprint laid out, there's really only one question left to ask. Are you ready? Are you ready to take these skills and become the strategic leader who literally engineers the future of your facility? Because the opportunity is right there waiting for you to grab it.